afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Saurabh. Heartfelt congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Really, it's saying so takes hardly few seconds, but it takes years to make
Correct,
out
sir.
and to get heartiest congratulations. Really, it is. So, Saurabh, where are you right now?
Sir, I am in my hometown, that is Nagpur.
Okay, Nagpur. You are
Yes, sir.
very green city of India. Very nice. So, as you know, the now after having this turbulent journey and completing and to be among 1000 out of lakhs of candidate, it's really it makes huge sense for you, of course, for your parents, and now for aspirants of India, because they would love to hear from you. We are professional, we are imparting training for years, that's fine, but now you are the hero. You have to explain, because they would be waiting to hear you that first the foremost thing, what forget about rank. Being among 1000 itself is a very big deal, very big deal, and that you are fighting among the best talent of India, especially in the last round interview, where you are among the best three and then taking edge over others. So first, I would like to ask on behalf of the aspirants that how will you explain the whole journey in three steps? It is like now, first it is preparing for preliminary test, then for written test, and then for interview. So tell us about, in fact, you are addressing, because tomorrow you have been waiting to hear those who made position. Now you are in same position to make other feel how is the journey, how to draw the strategy, whatever you want to say. First, you speak to, please.
Okay. So first and foremost thing is that you should know why you are pursuing the civil services. And that motivation should be internal, not external. That is the only thing which will drive you through the entire journey. Because as you already said, it's a rigorous and a very long journey. So to persevere through it, you should clearly know the why. Once you know the why, you should understand the nature of the examination, what it demands from the student. So, my inspiration for civil services was my parents, because both of them are serving the government of Maharashtra.
Oh,
And due to their jobs, I was fortunate enough to interact with bureaucrats such as IAS and IPS. So they guided me and told me about the civil services, how you should go through with it. So, sir, understanding the nature of the exam, everyone knows that three stages are there: prelims, mains, and the interview. Each of them is a different ball game. You
mhm.
can not just be a master of one. So,
Yeah.
initially, when you study the basics, that is the foundation NCRTs,
Mhm.
you need to comprehensively study through it. You should not initially start thinking that I'll study pre-oriented or mains oriented.
Yes.
You first of all need to understand the subjects, and not in isolation, because all of it is related. Geography influences the economy. Economy also has a lot of history, and history eventually, history as well as geopolitics, everything influences the social norms. So all the subjects in civil services, I believe, are interconnected. That also helps the students in not only comprehensively covering the topics but also revising them. So, sir, my journey actually started after my graduation. In
Mhm.
2022, I graduated, and without setting for the placements, I directly joined Next IAS coaching. I remember the date was 8th June of 2022.
Mhm.
So, for 1 year, I did the foundation course there, and it was my strategy to just give the 2023 attempt for testing what is.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you, Sarah.
Yes,
First
sir.
thing I would like to pinpoint for the aspirants who are listening to you, and tomorrow they'll be listening. Of course, in large number they would be listening. So first point is there has to be self-motivation. Motivation should not come from outside. It will be
Yes, sir.
temporary. Self-motivation is always very permanent motivation, and that you got from your family ambience.
Yes,
One
sir.
second point is that you, if I just make it a point, that you should not prepare for prelims or mains and then interview. It should be
Correct.
holistic preparation right from beginning. And I
Yes,
would
sir.
like to clarify professionally that yes, you are very, very right. every time I'm highlighting the candidate not to compartmentalize your preparation, you prepare holistic first. That means the direction of preparation should be from main to pre, so that you should be completely on analytical and conceptual level to answer the quality questions in prelims examination. And third thing you pointed out, for aspirant, I'm saying so, that you should start from interlinking, conceptually interlinking social, society, economy, culture, history, geography, polity, economy, everything should be conceptualized and thereafter interlinking preparation. And now I am asking one question to you, that as you graduated in 2022, you said, and
Yes.
you are mechanical engineer. So
Yes, sir.
first thing, what was your temptation that since you started preparing, how did you get to know about Next IAS and you straightway came to Next IAS? I would like to hear from you.
So in my final year, I was in Delhi itself. My college is NSIT in
Yeah,
Delhi.
yeah.
So I myself did the research. I came to Old Rajendra Nagar and went to every institute. So
Hmm.
after doing research and talking to the students who were already here, there were also some of my seniors who had been preparing for years. So
Uh-huh.
they recommended me that the teachers and the faculty at Next IS were excellent. And
Uh,
after doing some research on my behalf too, I enrolled myself in Next IS.
So nice of you. Thank you so much, because we are working hard and harder, but
Yes, sir.
even God need thanks. We are human being. So
Yes,
your
sir.
thank you means lot to us. Thank you,
So
sir.
thanks to you really for this success because your guidance has been impeccable.
Oh, it's really. Now, in next point, I would like to hear from you that you are a mechanical engineer, and already mechanical engineering is optional, but you decided sociology as in your optional. So, how did you move from mechanization to socialization? Why did you move?
So that's indeed a beautiful way of asking the question. I would like to say that I had decided to pursue civil services in 8th standard itself.
Oh,
And to be honest, I was better at humanity subjects than science stream, even in 10th standard.
okay.
But Indian society is such that if you score above 95%, they push you to taking science stream. So
Uh-huh.
my father like initially advised me that you can do civil services, but as a backup plan, do engineering. So I did engineering, and during my engineering years itself, I took electives of humanities. And in those electives, I came to know about Indian society and sociology in general. That sparked
Mhm.
my interest, and that brought me to opting for sociology as an optional.
Uh-huh. Very nice. So you already proved yourself, because civil servants have to be multitasker. You
Yes,
proved
sir.
yourself multitasker by shifting from mechanical engineering to sociology. And in fact, you are giving a very strong message to aspirants. Never think of a particular background. Here,
Yes,
you
sir.
have to be multitasker. Even you are having sociology, you can go for mechanical engineering, because in civil services, the options are very clear. You can go through.
Correct.
That's very nice. Now, so first step, yeah, because aspirants are very close to preliminary examination and you have all this experience. So from your point of view, what should they do in the last phase, what they are having right now for prelims examination? What should they do now?
Sir, I think first of all, you should know your level of preparation
Hmm,
because you cannot lie to yourself. If you know
hmm,
that you are well prepared, only then give the attempt.
hmm, hmm,
Uh, Considering that uh, like it's a very vast exam and day by day it's getting tougher. So
hmm,
first
hmm,
of all, know your level of preparation. Next, since it's the last 30 days,
hmm, hmm,
focus on consolidation and revision of your notes.
hmm.
Don't go for
New.
too many test series right now because I
Uh,
think most of the aspirants might have already given a lot of tests because the preparation for prelims starts from January itself.
hmm,
So
hmm.
in these last few days, be calm and composed. Go through your own notes. Don't go for anything new, and just trust in yourself. That's what I would like to tell the aspirants.
Very nice. Really, you are now speaking like hardcore professionals having huge experience of decades.
No,
Very nice.
sir. Uh,
So really, very good, very nice. So it's a sort of you what you pointed out that first you know the level of your preparation. So candidates, those who are writing examination now, you are already this side of fence. So you can say with authority, you should know your level of preparation. How they should get to know about your level of about their level of preparation. How to judge level of preparation.
So there are some simple parameters.
Mhm,
Next IAS already provides us with a compendium of PYQs, and in that
mhm,
it is clearly listed. The topics are clearly listed with their particular weightages.
mhm,
So you should at least be thorough with the topics,
mhm,
60% of the topics which have high weightage, because from
mhm,
there the potential questions will come. So
mhm,
you can assess your level of preparation through all the subjects,
mhm.
and if you have covered the important topics of that. So I think that is a like decent enough parameter to gauge your level of preparation.
Very nice. That means it's a very important to understand. I do agree professionally that yes, by going through PYQ, then only you can make out what your preparation is and whether you would be able to answer the questions or not. And very
Right.
fine, you said that going through many test series doesn't make any sense. You should be conceptually sound, very sound. Whatever you know, that means you know what you don't know. There should be very clear. It's a first level of praise. Second thing, Saurabh, preliminary examination is very dicey examination also, because in subjective you can make out by here the options you have a strike, and you know that's fine, don't know that's you have to leave. You
Yes.
can't make here and there. So how to manage this stress? Because in sense of insecurity is there appearing.
Hmm.
Around 5.5 lakh candidates are appearing, and to be among 18,000, that you already proved yourself. So how to manage stress? How did
Sir,
you
I
manage
think
the stress?
stress management depends on individual. For
Mhm.
me, I used to do Vipassana meditation and exercise. So
Oh.
that was enough of a stress buster for me. For
Mhm.
some of my friends, it was listening to music or going out for a small weekend trip, something like that.
Oh, very
So,
nice.
what I think is that you should not take stress of things that are not in your control.
Mhm.
Like if you don't know the question and you're guessing it, I think you are
Excellent.
at fault. If you know partially, maybe you can take an intellectual guess, but you cannot fluke it. So I think the reason for stress is something because of an error in decision making of the student.
Mhm. Excellent, excellent. Because it's a very remarkable point to address that you should have break. Continuous study that becomes monotonous, brain stop responding. So a break, having listening music or taking round in a park or something, so that there should be some other stimulus other than civil services that
Yes, sir.
makes the brain fresh. Very nice you explained. Now, on the day of examination, when there are 2 3 days, it is now time of harvesting. I generally suggest candidate कि अब यूरिया फेंकने से कुछ नहीं होगा. Now it's a
Correct,
time
correct.
of harvesting. No need of
Yes, sir.
spraying fertilizer now. So how to manage last 2 3 days to stay cool, calm, composed? Some very important suggestion from your experience. I would like to hear from you.
Sir, what I personally did was that I had already planned my revisions, and before prelims, I had been thorough with 4 to 5 revisions. And I
Hmm.
had planned that in such a manner that before prelims, 3 4 days I have in my hand, so that if
Hmm.
there is some backlog, I can cover it, and if
Oh,
not,
very.
I can relax in those 4 days. Take a complete 8 hours sleep, relax my mind, not to worry too much, spend time with my friends, and maybe visit a temple or maybe go to a garden to like rejuvenate yourself and freshen up your mind. Because mugging up in the last few days is the, I think, worst thing you can do to yourself.
Yeah, yeah, really, really. Because uh, what I do is speak, that is my 3 decades back experience, but you are quite young experience you are sharing. The
Yes,
candidate
sir.
will be giving more importance to your suggestion. That yes,
Yes,
very
sir.
important. That too, you have to be cool, composed, calm. And one thing is very important, as you pointed out, that your preparation should be over 2 3 days before the examination, because generally candidate keep rushing till last hour by looking at others. It's a crowd behavior.
Yes, sir.
That since
Yes, sir.
others are studying, desperately studying, they feel like war-like situation should be there so that they would be winner. But on the contrary, even in war-like situation also, you have to be cool, composed to be a sniper-like. Sniper
Correct.
shot, they need cool and composed. Then only the sniper could be working. Very
Yes,
nice
sir.
suggestion you have given. Apart from that, sir, uh, since in our time it was HB pencil, only once I appeared in examination, and that's fine. I can say that a strategy worked. But yes, our time it was HB pencil. Your time it is ball pen. So once you answer, you can't amend your answer. Constitution could be amended, your answer could not be amended.
Correct.
So tough it is. And negative marking. So how to control temptation in examination? Suppose 4 or 5 questions the candidate could not get answered. Naturally, there would be some desperation, some low feeling, oh my God, I'm losing the battle. So what would you suggest them in prelims especially, that if they are not able to answer 4 or 5 questions in series, in sequence, even then they maintain composure and don't get tempted to guess any question? What any specific suggestion you'd be?
Sir, I'd like to reiterate the point I initially said, that
Mhm,
you should know yourself, and in knowing yourself, you should know what are your strengths and weaknesses.
mhm,
Maybe the four consecutive questions you're not getting are from the topic or subject which you're weak at. So you should
mhm,
not be bothered by that. And
mhm,
I would suggest students to appear the paper in sections, like go through all the history questions first, quality question first.
uh-huh,
Basically, the subject which which is your strength, go through all
mhm,
those questions. And
mhm,
once you are done with it, you will already be knowing that I have correctly attempted 20 to 30 questions. And that
mhm.
gives you a huge morale. So even after that, you are not able to attempt a series of questions that won't stress you much. So that's what I would like to suggest the aspirants.
I'm not saying just for saying sake. It's a really very seasoned professional like you are suggesting them. That yes, it's a very nice suggestion. I highly appreciate that. First, you go through all the first round. Don't attempt every question. First, you be confident where you know question. And first you make out 20, 30, whatever question you are able to make out. Naturally, that boosts confidence. And then after you are able to some guesswork that yes, through your conceptual clarity, you can make that. That's very fine. And what you think is the right score where the candidate should stop and stop their temptation not to make further? What is the right score in your suggestion?
So that's quite difficult to answer because a lot of it depends on the situation on that day. Let's say if
Mhm,
the paper is difficult, uh, you should definitely not take too much of a risk. But if you find the paper easy, you
mhm,
should go for attempting at least 80-85 questions.
mhm,
That's the general thing teachers at Next has also suggested, and I followed through that.
uh-huh,
But it's an individual decision. Some people have a better risk appetite, and some don't have that. I used to play safe. I used to always try to minimize my negatives so that as much I attempt, that should be correct, but not like the marks I gain should not be eaten up by the negatives.
वेरी नाइस. इट्स नॉट प्लेइंग सेफ, आई वुड से. इसको आप कह रहे हैं कि ये बहादुरी करना चाहिए, बेवकूफी नहीं करना चाहिए.
Yes,
बहादुरी और
sir.
बेवकूफी में फर्क
Yes, yes,
होता है.
yes.
कि आप व्हाट यू नो, यू कंट्रोल योर टेम्पटेशन. Don't
Yes,
try
sir.
to over score. Otherwise, in negative marking, whatever you scored already, you will lose that. So control your temptation. And that's very right that once 2 mark per question, if you are crossing around 50, 55 around, thereafter, you are in comfort zone, in my
Correct, sir.
professional understanding. That's very fine. So apart from that, after preliminary examinations, candidates are generally in confusion whether they are going to qualify, not going to qualify, should prepare for means or not prepare for means. What you to suggest? Straight away, should you start preparing for means without waiting for result or something?
Sir, actually, the nature of exam is such that all the three stages take 1 year of your journey. So, irrespective of the result, prepare for the mains
Ah,
because if not now, it will definitely help you in the
ah,
future attempts.
very nice. That means once you have launch your mission, don't stop between. Whether result is positive or negative, believe in yourself, do your level best, and actually start preparing for means. You are saying very right, you are saying, without waiting for result, because if it is positive, naturally you are having upper hand. If it
Yes,
is
sir.
negative, in that case also you are having upper hand next year. You would be taking edge over others. And you
Yes,
already
sir.
one example is there. You made in second attempt. Naturally, you must have taken edge from the previous experience
Yes,
over
sir,
others.
definitely.
That's very nice. Finally, for main examination, right now the mindset should be there. How to have time in word management, 150 words in 8 minutes, 250 words in 10 minutes. How to do that? There should be a demarcation, a discipline has to be there in writing and thinking. What you suggest?
So there's a simple advice that has been followed through ages that practice makes a man perfect. Even the first ethics paper I wrote, it took me 4 hours to complete it.
Mm-hmm.
But I rigorously practiced writing the answers, studying through it, going through toppers' copies to take inspiration how they finish the paper early. And eventually, through practice and continuously writing the answers, daily answer writing,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to complete the paper within 3 hours. So it is something that takes time. There are no shortcuts to it. You have to put in the efforts.
So, should there be some sort of habit like writing certain number of words in one line, a habit of writing, so that you are able to make out how many words you have already exhausted and how many words you have in your hand? It
Sir,
is very
I don't think it would benefit the candidate from micromanaging such things. He
okay.
should naturally write an answer to the best of his ability, and after
Mhm.
that, evaluate the quality and quantity of words in the answer. So,
Okay.
a natural flow of answer writing he should develop.
Should they prepare one short points before writing in detail in main examination? Any rough side, make it rough side, and some short points before writing in detail so that there would be roadmap of writing to ensure time and word management.
Sir, I think since there is a paucity of time, I would not suggest that
Okay.
on personal experience because when you're reading the question, all of your focus should be on that question itself, not the next question or the previous question. So
Mhm.
I made the bullets of the answer in my memory itself and just execute it on the paper. Because if you're
Okay.
making bullet points and then writing the answers, I think it takes a little more time. So
Uh-huh.
personally, I would not advise it.
Okay.
But if students find it suitable, they should experiment and only then apply it in the final exam.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So, did you ever realize that you, in spite of knowing the question, you could not complete the question, could complete the answer in any paper of general studies? Did it
Uh,
happen?
Sir, in the initial phases, like last year when I was preparing for mains, of course I was unable to complete the paper. But as I said that with practice and understanding the art of answer writing, I was
Mhm.
able to complete all the papers in this year's attempt.
Okay. Okay. Last question I would like to ask Saurabh. So nice of you are giving very nice suggestion to aspirants. For interview preparation, should they prepare after getting call or should they prepare right from beginning of their preparation? Because it's a personality test.
Sir, I think what I personally did was that I did prepare for mains also. Like since mains was done, I understood that there are certain topics which I could improve upon.
Mhm.
And simultaneously, I started asking my seniors that how is the interview? What do they ask? What extra do we have to prepare? So my preparation was a judicious mix of both mains and interview because I was not sure if I'll get an interview call because it was my first mains and first interview also. And
Mhm.
interview preparation is something, sir, I believe that a student can start only after filling the DAF too. And you know it better than others how to prepare for that. So only after proper guidance that faculty such as you give at Next IAS, I think the student can prepare for interview.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And finally, I would say that Saurabh, without having any presumption, as you are already speaking very professionally, what would you say? What did you find extraordinary or excellent point you can say for next IS for those who are aspiring to or thinking of joining or even those who are here? What you realize the best part of next IS and what you find that where we are missing something and we should improve?
Sir, uh, the best point of Next IAS, I would say, is the that it gives a family-like feeling.
Oh,
Like teachers are not professionals; they are always accessible. You can ask the same doubt n number of times, and they would not get frustrated by it. So that accessibility and very close feeling, the bond between teachers and students, that I think is a beautiful aspect of Next IS. And sir, I think I'm not mature enough to point out any
Okay.
drawbacks of Next IS so far, because
Okay.
during my time of the foundation course, I did not find any difficulty, and they helped me in every stage diligently, teachers as well as the management.
So nice of you. You are so positive by nature. Because of that, you are here. And God bless Saurabh. My best regards to your parents. My heartfelt consolation to them also.
Thank
Right?
you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.